If you're thinking of moving to Patterson, California, then this is the video for you. Today, I'm going to go through 3 different neighborhoods, all very different neighborhoods, so you can get an idea of how far your budget will take you in Patterson and what might be the right or wrong neighborhood for you. So we're not going to go into any homes today, but we're going to take a look at the outside. Then afterwards, we're going to drive through each neighborhood too, so you can see what it has to offer. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn all about living here in the Central Valley of California, then make sure you hit subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first one updated about the California real estate market. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a realtor based out of Charlotte, California, and I get calls from people just like you every single day looking to make a move here to the Valley. So whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, feel free to send me a text, book a Zoom call with me, or just reach out through email, and I'd be happy to sit down with you to go over exactly what it is that you're looking for. So I'm here at our first house we're going to look at this neighborhood. This home directly behind me is listed at $415,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 1,332 square feet. It also sits on 0.13 of an acre and was built in 1987. Now you can see very similar styles of homes around here, all built around the later 80s or so, some earlier 80s as well too, and 70s mixed in there. Very mature street, mature trees, gives a lot of really nice shade. And you notice these streets are really wide too. So even if there's cars parked on both sides, there's still plenty of space to get through. Now, a really great part about living in an older area, even though 1987 isn't considered the oldest of areas, being in an older area of Patterson though, this house and the next house we're going to look at has no Mello-Roos tax. Now, if you're not familiar with Mello-Roos is a specific tax here in California where pretty much newer developments add on this to your property taxes. So you're essentially paying a few thousand more every year on your property taxes to help fund new infrastructure. So a lot of new build homes that we see, and you'll see one of the last homes we look at today, will have Mello-Roos, have this additional tax to help fund their new infrastructure, such as their road construction, the parks, if there's any new schools coming to the area. So it helps fund all of that. Now, the thing is, a lot of buyers, especially first-time home buyers, aren't familiar with the Mello-Roos tax, and they may end up buying a home without realizing they have this tax. So if you are buying a home, especially in some of these cities like Patterson, where it's very, very common, talk to your realtor first and they can find out if you have this tax or not. Because if you're not expecting to pay an extra few thousand a year, that could really hurt your budget and cut into maybe some of the other expenses that you need for your home maintenance. But this home does not have it. The next home we're going to look at also does not have it because they're both older homes, more established neighborhoods. So we are here at our next stop in a really neat area. I'm super close to downtown Patterson. So notice a lot of these homes in these area are very custom, all unique. You're not going to find those tract homes or homes that are just very cookie cutter and similar to each other. This home was built in 1962 and the original owner actually custom built it himself. So there's a lot of really, really neat features to it. Now, this home has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms on the inside, and it's 2,086 square feet. However, there actually is a separate ADU in the back. That's about an extra 300 square feet and is 1 bedroom and 1 bath. So it's pretty much as an extra studio apartment. There's also a detached garage, and this home, up until it came on the market, actually needed a lot of rehabilitation. So the current owner did a lot of work to it, electrical, plumbing, just completely remodeling it, and all the new flooring, just anything you could possibly think of. This was done to this home, and it was done in such an amazing manner. Now, I actually do have a home tour of it, so make sure you go check out that video as well too, so you can see the inside of it, because this is one of the most unique homes I've ever seen. That is not an exaggeration. There is just so many custom things to it. You have to go check it out. But for now, we're going to go look at the area so you can see what it looks like in close to downtown. Now, this last stop we're going to make, we are in the new build home community here in Patterson. Patterson has had a ton of development in the past few years, and this new community is really neat. It's right on the outskirts of town, so if you're looking for peaceful and quiet, this is going to be it for you. So this home in particular is $570,900. That's what's currently listed at. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and 1,943 square feet. Now, it only has a 4,000 square foot lot, and we seem to have a very common theme with a lot of these new builds is not a huge backyard. So if you are looking for a massive backyard, these are not going to be the homes for you. But if you are wanting modern, move-in ready, and just really, really nice, then this will be for you. It has all the modern upgrades that you could even want. granite countertops, really nice appliances, nice kitchens, as well as walk-in closets, of course, one of the most important features as always. So one thing to keep in mind though, unlike the first two homes that we saw, this area, anytime you buy a new home here in Patterson, for the most part, you're going to have mellow roofs. Now, as we talked about earlier, that mellow roof tax can add on a significant portion to your property taxes every year. So keep that in mind. But what does the mellow roof cover? It covers everything that you're looking at. So all of this road construction, some of the new parks they're putting in, some of the streets, and even just the center divides, all the landscaping out there, it covers that. So it is important because it does build that new community. But at the same time, it can be a burden to you as a homeowner if you're not prepared for it. Just so be prepared for that if you are wanting to buy a new build, and budget accordingly. But overall, these homes are really, really beautiful and neat. And like I said, it's nice that it's on the outskirts of town because it is more quiet. Thanks so much for tagging along today. I hope this video was helpful and gave you a little bit better idea of what Patterson has to offer. Now, of course, there are way more than 3 neighborhoods in Patterson, but I showed you 3 very different neighborhoods so you can get an idea of how far your budget may take you here, and if you're into the new, the modern, or maybe some of the older areas as well too. They're both great options. If you are interested in moving to Patterson, California, or any of the surrounding areas here in the Central Valley, feel free to book a Zoom call with me, send me a text, or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to sit down with you to go over exactly what it is that you're looking for. So next time, hope to show you around the valley.